voting lawmakers in, right, to lead the cities and communities.
Actually, and up until a few years ago, South Carolina was saying it never voted to rejoin the union. It was that rump legislature, which they never recognized, that voted to come back into the union. They never voted to come back. So it's kind of an interesting story. So it turns out that Lincoln needs these soldiers in order to win the war militarily, and then he needs them in order to accomplish his really goal of reuniting the union, because now he needs them to vote to come back into the union as states, state by states, to come back into the union. So you end up needing them both in both cases, and you can hear this in when these guys are when the 13th and 14th and 15th Amendments are being debated. These congressmen are saying these men earn their right to vote on the battlefield. They earn their citizenship on the battlefield, and they earn the right to vote. Now, you know, women don't get the right to vote. They exclude women. They exclude women from the military, and therefore they can't make that pretext that they. But they use the military involvement, the military engagement as a pretext to give them their citizenship and their rights, their voting rights. And although there was a strong women's movement during this time, it was a strong women's movement. And those of you who saw the movie Lincoln, have y'all seen that yet? Yeah. Somebody gets up in the legislature, in the state legislature, in the U.S. Congress, and says, and we give these blacks the right to vote. The next thing you know, women don't want the right to vote. And everybody boos. Did you see it? That was a little.
Yeah, that was good.
They were not about to give these women the right to vote. And, you know, and one of the arguments against giving women the right to vote, this was brought around the 19th Amendment. You used to have your classes look at this. The argument for giving, because I'll tell you, one of the reasons we let women look at this, students look at this, is because it shows you how irrational this whole argument about discrimination is. Because there's no real reason not to let women vote. People got all kinds of stuff. But one of the things they say is, these women, their vote will cancel out our vote.
That means they're going to vote. Well, my dad used to tell my mother that every day. I'm going to go cancel your vote, because they always voted Democrat and Republican.
Now they're talking about their wives.
Yeah,
their wives and their mothers, right, and their sisters. And
sometimes they do cancel the vote.
But they already knew that their wives didn't support what they were doing, and the women didn't support what they were doing. That's why they didn't let them vote. That's interesting. And Hillary said this when she was running for office against President Obama. She said once again, women are going to have to take a back seat to men. There's going to be a black man president of the United States before there's a woman president. I don't believe, let me say this out real loud, I do not believe that the prejudice against women is greater than the prejudice against blacks. I think most people just believe women are going to be okay because they're already under the arc of protection.
Yeah.
I don't believe that there's a greater prejudice. But she did say it. And at the time that she said it, she was so far behind in the polls by then it didn't make any difference. It was too late. It was too late. But I do think she will be the first woman president if she decides to run.
You think she's going to run again, Hillary?
I think if she decides to run,
really,
she'll get it.
She'll do it.
I think
would love to see that.
I don't know if she's going to run.
You think she's going to? Well, she seems a little healthier now. I was really worried about her.
Since she wasn't.